A very warm welcome to Genie's Crochet Corner. In today's tutorial I'd like to show you how to make a rose where you work in the round not in a spiral. So we're going to be working in a round, making the center of the rose and then the petals. And it doesn't involve a spiral, and working the first row in the round does not involve a magic ring. So these roses are approximately 3.5 inches or 9 centimeter across, and I've just been using a 4mm crochet hook, and my crochet hook is extremely old, so it doesn't have the E on it. It's probably about 50-year-old, and I've been just using worsted yarn, which is approximately equivalent to an 8-ply yarn, and you don't need a lot of yarn to make the wee little rose. So I'm just using this worsted yarn, which is just the remnants of a ball of yarn, and my 4mm crochet hook. You can use a bigger crochet hook and a thicker ply yarn to get a bigger rose, or a smaller crochet hook and a thinner ply yarn to get a smaller rose. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to leave a bit of a length of thread, and I'm going to make a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we're not going to be using a magic ring for this. And into the third chain from the hook, so that's the first chain, second chain, third chain from a hook, which is the first chain we made, I'm going to be working 12 double crochet. And we're going to start off by working, if you can see, your chain has 1, 2, 3 loops. We're going to be working underneath the top 2 loops to start off with, and we leave the bottom loop because when we go around we'll be working underneath the bottom loop. So I'm going to start by making my double crochet into the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to be working around. So we're going to come to this bottom loop of the chain that we haven't been using, and this length of yarn that we left before we made the slip knot, we're just going to hold it there, and we're going to continue working the double crochet underneath this bottom loop of the chain and underneath that length of yarn there. So I have the 2 chain, 1, 2, 3 double crochet, and we just hold the yarn like that, work underneath it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So before I slip stitch to the first double crochet I made, missing these 2 chain, I'm going to count that I had the correct number of double crochet. So this is the 2 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to just miss these 2 chain, and we're going to slip stitch to the first double crochet that we made, and then we just pull on this length of yarn just to close the hole. So for the second round, we're not going to increase or decrease. What we're going to do is we're going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So I've made 1 chain, it doesn't count as a stitch, and we just single crochet into each stitch around. So 1 double single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm just going to slip stitch to the first single crochet we made at the beginning of the round, and we missed this 1 chain here. We just slip stitch, and as you can see, it's formed a little bobble. We're going to turn it the right way around, and that becomes the center of the rose, like so. We're now going to start the third round by making our petals. So we're going to be doing 1 single crochet into the first single crochet. We're going to chain 2, miss 1 single crochet, and then single crochet into the next stitch, and we'll be repeating that sequence around. So I've made 1 chain, and into the same place as the slip stitch and the first single crochet, I'm going to make another single crochet, and we're going to chain 1, 2. We miss this single crochet, and we're going to single crochet into the next single crochet. And this 2 chain space, we will be making our petals. So chain 1, 2, miss the next single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, 2, miss the single crochet, and single crochet into the next stitch. And we just repeat that sequence around. 2 chain, miss the next single crochet into the next stitch. And we just repeat that around, missing that single crochet into the next stitch. So we have 1 single crochet at the end of the round. We're going to chain 1, 2, we miss this single crochet, we miss the 1 chain, and we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet we made when we started the round. We're going to be starting to make the first round of petals now. So we've slip stitched into the first single crochet here, and we're going to slip stitch into the 2 chain space. And we're going to start making the petal, the first petal. So we're going to chain 1, 2, and into the same 2 chain space, we're going to work 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've made 5. We have our 2 chain here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all into the first 2 chain space. We're going to chain 1, 2, and then into the same chain space as the 5 double crochet, we're going to slip stitch. And we've made our first petal. We're going to miss this single crochet, and we're going to slip stitch into the next 2 chain space. And we're going to chain 1, 2, and we'll make the petal all the way around, same way we've made this petal, the first petal. So we double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to chain 1, 2, and into the same 2 chain space, we make a slip stitch. You'll be missing this single crochet and slip stitch into the next 2 chain space. Chain 1, 2, and then make our 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to 1, 2, chain 2, and into the same place we work a slip stitch. So we have made 1, 2, 3 petals, and we just continue with the same sequence around. So slip stitch into the next chain space, 2 chain space, 1, 2 chain, and then our 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we just chain 1, 2, and we slip stitch into the same 2 chain space, and we've made another petal. And then we slip stitch into the next 2 chain space, chain 1, 2, and then we make our 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make out 1, 2 chain and slip stitch into the same 2 chain space. We miss this single crochet and slip stitch into the next 2 chain space, chain 2, and make another 5, work another 5 double crochet into that 2 chain space. And to make it easier, just hold the first petal down against the bud of the rose, so it makes it easier. So we've made our 2 chain, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double crochet, 1, 2, chain, and we slip stitch into the same 2 chain space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals, and we should have one, we missed on the previous round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missed stitches. And we're going to be working the second round of petals using the missed stitches. So we're not going to slip stitch into the first into the slip stitch here. What we're going to do is we're going to go behind the petal to the missed stitch, and we're going to slip stitch into this stitch behind the first petal. So we're going to be working our second round of petals from behind using the missed stitches from the previous rounds. So I'm going to just chain one, and into the same place that we made this slip stitch, this missed stitch here, I'm going to work a single crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to, behind the second petal, we have our missed stitch here. I'm going to single crochet into that, and then 1, 2, 3 chain, and then I'm going to just pull the third petal, and we have our missed stitch here. I'm going to single crochet into that and chain 1, 2, 3, and we do continue that way until we get to the end of the round. So we have our missed stitch, we crochet a single crochet into that, make 1, 2, 3 chain, and into the next missed stitch we work a single crochet. And it's just easy, you just hold the petals, the first round of petals, up against the bud, and then you can see the missed stitch. So I've worked my single crochet there, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3 chain, and we have our last missed stitch. And I'm going to, so we have worked into the missed stitches from behind. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 chain spaces. I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. That'll be our 6 chains, 3 chain space. And I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet I made. So it's starting to take shape. So I'm going to slip stitch into, we make the petals the same way as the first round of petals we made, except you're going to be working 2 extra double crochet. So we're not going to use this double crochet, the single crochet, I'm going to slip stitch into the 3 chain space, chain 1, 2, and instead of making 5 double crochet into the 3 chain space, I'm going to be working 7. So I have my 2 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all into the first 3 chain space. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and slip stitch into the same 3 chain space. And we've got our second row of petals starting, and it'll be like so. It won't be exactly behind the first or the second petal. It'll be sort of in between the two. So we miss this single crochet and we slip stitch into the 3 chain space, chain 1, 2, and we make our 7 double crochet into the same 3 chain space. So I have made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I just make my 2 chain and slip stitch into the same 3 chain space. So we've made our second petal, and we just continue in that sequence around. It's just easier if you hold the first round of petals up against the bud of the rose. So we're just going to miss this single crochet, slip stitch into this 3 chain space, chain 2, and then make our 7 double crochet. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we chain 1, 2, and we slip stitch into the same 3 chain space, and we just continue working that way. Just hold the first lot of petals up against the bud of the rose. It makes it easier to work. Miss this single crochet, and we're going to slip stitch into the 3 chain space, 1, 2 chain, and we work our 7 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1, 2, and slip stitch into the same 3 chain space. And we just keep going. We miss this single crochet, slip stitch into the 3 chain space, chain 1, 2, and then our 7 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, chain 1, 2, and slip stitch into the same 3 chain space. And we do the same for the last petal. Miss this single crochet, slip stitch into the 3 chain space, chain 1, 2, and we make our 7 double crochet into that same 3 chain space. To make it easier, just hold this petal down with the other petals up against the bud of the rose, so it makes it easier. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we chain 1, 2, slip stitch into the same 3 chain space. And to close the round, we're going to slip stitch into this slip stitch that we made at the beginning of the round. And that closes the round, and we have our little rows. And you can just sew the ends in, and you can use this thread to sew it onto anything, hats, scarves, blankets. And I do hope this tutorial has been helpful to you. Until next time, enjoy crocheting.